Right, so today we're going to talk about something kind of paradoxical in the crypto world, and that's identity. There's this new project called InterLink Network, and they think they've cracked the code. Seriously, this could completely change how we all use the decentralized web.
So let's just jump right in with the big question, right? Is anonymity in crypto its superpower or its kryptonite? I mean, for years, it's been the whole point, the shield for privacy, for freedom. But, as Web3 gets bigger, that very same anonymity, it's starting to cause some huge problems. It's a classic double-edged sword.
And yeah, that leaves us right here, to crypto's big trust problem. It's a real challenge, building trust in a world that's, well, anonymous. How can you have a fair system when you have no idea if you're dealing with a person, a bot, or who knows what? This is exactly the problem that InterLink is setting out to fix.
This isn't just theoretical, This lack of trust has some pretty nasty consequences. You've got Sybil attacks. That's just a fancy way of saying one person making like thousands of fake accounts to rig votes or unfairly grab airdrops. Then there are the bots, just swarming everything, from NFT mints to social media. It all adds up to a place with basically zero accountability. And honestly, if you're new to Web3, why would you want to jump into that? It's a massive wall blocking mass adoption.
So this really puts us at a fork in the road, with two very different versions of what Web3 could be. On one side, you have what we kind of have now, a Wild West dominated by bots and scammers hiding behind anonymity. But on the other side, there's this vision for a human-centric Web3, a place that's Sybil-resistant, filled with real users, and built on a foundation of trust. The whole goal here is to figure out how to get from point A to point B.
All right, so how do we make that leap? Well, that's where InterLink Network comes in. It's designed from the ground up to be exactly that, a human-centric, decentralized blockchain ecosystem. It's all about tackling that trust problem right at the source.
This quote really nails their entire philosophy. It's about a massive shift away from just anonymous wallets to something they called verified human identity. Now hold on, this is super important. It's not about destroying your privacy or plastering your real name all over the blockchain. Not at all. It's about one simple but incredibly powerful idea, proving that your wallet belongs to one single real person. That's it.
And the way they do this is with something called the InterLink ID. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like a digital passport for Web3. It uses some pretty slick AI and biometrics, but, and again, this is key, it's not putting your personal info on the blockchain. Its only job is to confirm that you are a unique person on the network.
Okay, so this probably sounds a little like sci-fi, but how does it actually work? How do they prove you're human without, invading your privacy? The secret sauce is a protocol they've developed called Proof of Humanity. So Proof of Humanity is basically the engine that makes this whole. It uses some seriously advanced AI facial recognition for a quick one-time check. The whole point of this check is to make absolutely sure that one person can't go and create a bunch of different InterLink IDs. And just like that, you shut the door on those Sybil attacks we mentioned.
And the best part, they've made getting one super simple. You just download their super app, do a really quick biometric scan with your phone's camera, the AI does its thing in the background to make sure you're not already in the system, and boom, your InterLink ID is minted and ready to go. It's meant to be as painless as signing up for any other app you use.
Okay, I know the privacy alarm bells might be ringing for some of you, and that's a fair question. This is where some really cool tech called zero-knowledge proofs comes in. The best way I can explain it is, imagine you can prove to someone that you know a password without ever telling them the password itself. That's kind of what this does. It lets you prove to an app that you're a verified human, but you don't have to share any of your personal data with them. So yeah, your humanity is confirmed, but what you do remains your business.
All right, so we get the how, but now for the fun part, the so what. What can you actually do with this thing? What does a whole network of verified humans make possible?
Well, it turns out a lot. This layer of trust opens the door for a whole ecosystem of apps that are just better, more secure, more fair. Just imagine DeFi platforms that can offer things like under-collateralized loans because they know you're a real person who values the reputation. Or think about Web3 games where you know for a fact you're playing against other people, not an army of bots. NFT drops that are actually fair for everyone, it completely changes the game.
And your gateway to this entire world is the InterLink Super App. It's not just the place you go to get verified. It's meant to be the whole shebang. It's your hub for chatting, playing games, making payments, and browsing marketplaces, all tied to that one secure ID.
Okay, let's talk tokens. The network actually runs on two of them.
First up is the Interlink token, or ITL. Think of this like the cash of the ecosystem. It's what you use for payments, for rewards, for all the main money stuff. Then you've got the Global Interlink token, or GIL. This one is more like a utility token, or an access pass. You use it to pay for gas fees on the network and to get into special areas, like the NFT marketplace or Launchpad events.
So let's pull back for a second and look at the big picture. What's the ultimate vision here? Because it's way, way bigger than just getting rid of bots. This is about reimagining what digital identity can be, on a massive scale. And there it is, to create the world's largest phone-based human network. I mean, that's not a small goal, right? The idea is so powerful because it's so simple. Use the one piece of tech that's in almost everyone's pocket, a smartphone, and use it to build a global network of real people.
And when they say largest, they mean it. The goal is to eventually onboard billions of people. It's a staggering number. But the logic is sound. If you make it easy, if you make it safe, and if you make it work on a phone, you might just be able to bring in that huge wave of people who have been sitting on the sidelines of crypto, waiting for it to feel less like the Wild West.
So, to wrap it all up, what are the big things to remember here? First, Interlink is all about fixing crypto's trust problem by verifying you're human. Second, their proof of humanity tech is the weapon they use to fight bots and Sybil attacks. Third, doing this makes a whole new world of safer, fair apps possible, from DeFi to gaming. And finally, the grand plan is to make crypto safe and easy enough for literally everyone on the planet to use.
And that really just leaves us with one final massive question to chew on. Forget just crypto for a second. What could we, as a species, unlock if we could build an entire internet based on trust, where you knew you were interacting with real people? What kind of world would that make possible? It's a pretty powerful thought. Thanks for tuning in.